Welcome to our English class. Myself Pagar Vidya from Pimpalgaon High School, Pimpalgaon, Baswan District, Nasik. Students, today we are going to see the language studies section of 1.4 Be Smart. We are going to learn what is meant by gerund, infinitives, finite verb and also changing word class. Now students, look, gerund. What is meant by gerund? Gerund means a verb that functions as a noun. The basic word order in English is S plus V plus O, means subject plus verb plus object. And in any sentence, there is a subject, whether it is a noun or pronoun. म्हणजे कोणत्याही वाक्यात कर्ता म्हणजे सब्जेक्ट हा एकतर नाउन किंवा प्रोनाउन असतो. But look at these sentences. Playing football is good for health. Here, play is an action word, that is verb, but it is with ing form. Means it is in present participle and is doing the role of a subject. Here we are talking about playing football. Means playing football is the topic of our discussion. So it is subject. Then when a verb with ing form takes the place of a subject is known as gerund. Now look at the next sentence. Reading is a good habit. Here read is a verb. R-E-A-D, read. It is an action word. By adding ing it becomes present participle. But here it is playing the role of a subject. So reading is gerund. Now the next sentence. Gardening is an art. Cooking is a science. Okay, to cook means to cook is also a verb, but adding ing it became present participle and here it is playing the role of the subject. So it is called gerund. The fighting went on. I enjoyed reading poems. I like reading more than writing. Now is it clear that when the ing form of a verb is used as a noun, it is known as a gerund. It plays the role of a noun. Now next topic, infinitives or non-finite form. See, when a form of a verb in a sentence names the action but does not change according to tense, number or person. Here number means singular number, plural number, and person means first person, second person, third person. See, a verb in a sentence names the action but does not change according to tense, number or person. Such a form is known as infinitive or non-finite form. An infinitive is used with or without to. Means it is the root verb. See, infinitive म्हणजे टू सह असलेले मूळ क्रियापद किंवा काही वेळा त्याला टू जोडलेला नसतो. परीक्षेत तुम्हाला प्रश्न असतो बाळांनो, अंडरलाईन द इन्फिनेटिव्ह. मग अशा वेळी तुम्ही बघायचं की क्रियापदाचं पहिलं रूप पाहिजे, त्याला आपण रूट वर्ब असं म्हणतो. त्याला काही वेळा टू जोडलेला असतो आणि काही वेळा टू नसतो. फक्त एकच बघायचं की ते क्रियापदाचं पहिलं रूप आहे का, मूळ रूप आहे का, त्याच्या खाली तुम्ही अंडरलाईन करणं एवढं तिथे अपेक्षित आहे. Okay, so an infinitive is used with or without to. How did people first begin to drink tea? See, to drink is infinitive म्हणजे क्रियापदाचं पहिलं मूळ रूप आहे. Can you name the beverages? To name means to tell the names. It is action word and it is the first form of the verb. So name is also an infinitive. It was funny to read words that stood still. To read is infinitive in this sentence. Can you read the book? Read is also infinitive. Got it? म्हणजे क्रियापदाचा पहिलं रूप, पहिला form. Now students, we are going to turn next. Finite. A verb form which changes according to the subject of the sentence is known as finite. If we change the subject, then the verb form will automatically change. At that time, it is called finite verb. And this verb shows tense, time, number, etc. Now look here. Underline the verbs and choose the correct option from brackets. Now what we are going to do? We are going to find out the verb and then we are going to underline it and then we are going to we are going to choose the correct option that is given in the brackets. See first, Preeti even wrote about it. Here which is the verb? Wrote. And two options are given there, present tense and past tense. Wrote is past tense. Why? Because it is the past tense of the verb write. Then today Sanjay found a new book. Underline the verb, it is found. It is again past tense. Why? Because it is the past form of the verb find. Rahul finds maths easy. And two options are present tense and past tense. Rahul finds. Finds is a verb. And we see that s and es is added to the verb when it is in the present tense third person singular. So Rahul finds. So it is in the present tense. Preeti was scornful. Again, two options are there, singular, plural. It is singular because its plural is were. He was, she was, it was, and their plural is they were. So was is singular. This is the old school, old kind of school. And two options, singular, plural. This is singular. If there is then we can say that it is plural. These are old kind of schools. Then it will become plural. But this is the singular form of to be in the present tense. They are sportsmen, singular or plural. Are is plural because it is the plural form of is. Now, students, next. Thus, we see that verb forms show tense, number, etc. Here, the verb form changes according to the subject. A verb form which is decided by and changes according to the subject of the sentence is known as finite verb. Look here, for example, you are very kind. If the subject you is changed to she. Look here, here the subject is you, but we are going to change the subject. Instead of you, we are going to take she. Now see the sentence. You are very kind, and we are going to change the subject you from you to she. She is very kind. And note the verb, the change in the verb form. Okay, in the first sentence it is are, and in the second sentence it is, means it depends upon the subject. As you change the subject, as you change the subject, the verb form will accordingly change. Now next, now change the verb form according to the change in the subject. I don't know, and change I to she. She doesn't know. Why doesn't? Because she is third person singular, and we always add ses to the verb when it is in third person singular. Now next, my father knows, and change my father to we, means we are going to change the subject from my father to we. So the change will be we know. And why here my father knows? Because father is third person singular again. And in the present tense, we use ses to the third person singular. Look here, I know, we know, you know, he knows, she knows, it knows, they know. Okay, got it. Now next sentence. I am following in your footsteps. Change I to he. Again, here we are going to change the subject from I to he. Instead of I, we are going to take he at the subject place. Now, I am following in your footsteps. And the change, he is following in your footsteps. Got it? Now, the next activity. Underline the gerund, present participle and infinitive. See here, all gerunds are in red color. And for the present participle, I used green color. And all the infinitives are in blue color. See. First, setting goal may appear easy, but it is quite challenging. Look here, setting. Setting is the present participle. But here it is playing the role of a subject. So, setting is gerund and challenging is present participle verb with ing form. Second, quantifying goals provides specific ways to track progress. Here, quantifying is gerund. It is present participle. But here, it is playing the role of a subject. So, present. So quantifying is gerund. And to track, it is the root verb. So it is infinitive. Next, it is important to create goals that are within a current skill set of or area of expertise. Look here, to create, it is again infinitive. It is the root form of the verb. So it is infinitive. We need to bring down life images down to earth and plan to execute our strategies. Look here, to bring, to execute. These are root verbs, these are infinitives. ही मूळ क्रियापद आहेत पहिल्या रूपातली जशीच्या तशी. Then you will see that teachers what's about to earth, but down to earth is a phrase and earth is not a verb, it's a noun. Now the last sentence, finding the right footing, precisely mastering the skills, and getting to the next place all depend on how we approach and tackle the problem. Look here, finding, mastering, getting, these are all present participles. But here they are playing the role of the subject, so they are gerund. And approach and tackle, these are root verbs, so they are infinitives. Now students, the next activity, classify the following words in their respective columns. Here they have given us the list of so many words and we are going to classify them in the respective columns. See the columns: noun, adjective. Adjective means a word that tells us something more about the noun. Adverb, that tells us more about verb. Okay, then verb. Pronoun, the words that we use instead of nouns, just like I, we, you, he, she, it, they, these are pronouns. Prepositions: in, on, under, over, of, from, these are prepositions. Conjunction: if, and, but. And interjection: of, these are the columns. Now we are going to classify these words in these columns. Look here, noun: trumpet, absence, imagination, expert, tackle. These are nouns. Tackle is also a verb, but here tackle means, in the noun column, here tackle means the instrument for used for catching fishes, catching fish, sorry. And verb means to tackle means to face the problem. Now next column is adjective: aggressive, natural, important, specific, expert. Now the third column, directly, exactly, clearly, precisely. Here we have added ly to the adverb. Now verb: tackle, execute, achieve, create. Pronoun: it, we. Prepositions: of, from. Conjunction: if and but. And interjection: on. Now the next topic, changing word class. See, sometimes the word class of a word changes without adding any prefix or suffix. Look here, what is a prefix? When we add some letters in front of the word, just like happy, we add un. It is became unhappy, that is prefix. And what is suffix? Say if the word is manager and we are going to add it er, then it will become manage to manager. So from verb it became noun. Now look here, but here इथे मात्र प्रिफिक्स सफिक्स न लावता शब्दाची जात कशी बदलते बघा. Bring me water. If I say you please bring me water, here water is a noun. But if I say go and water the garden, here water the garden means to water the garden, means to give water to the plants, means it's a action word. Look here, water the garden, so here water is verb. There is too much dust on the table. Dust म्हणजे धूळ. See, there is too much dust on the table. Here dust is a noun. But if I say come on, dust the table. Dust the table means here clean the table, remove the dust from the table. So it is again action word, so it is verb. I doubt if I can write as fast as you can. Here doubt is verb. I have doubt about this topic. Here doubt is noun. Remove the potato peels. Here pills. Pills is a noun. म्हणजे साल. बटाट्याला वरती असलेली साल हे noun झालं. Peel the potato. Now here peel turned into action word. म्हणजे साल काढ बरं. So it is verb. She works as a nurse. Here nurse is noun. But you have to nurse a patient means you have to serve the patient. You have to give service to the patient. So here nurse is verb. Few of his jokes got a laugh. Here laugh is used as a noun. You never laugh at my jokes. Here laugh is used as a verb. I like to take a walk. Here again walk is a noun. Walk a little slower, daddy. Here the child is asking his father to walk a little slower. Means here an action word. So walk is verb. He took the catch. Here catch is noun. Catch that ball. Here verb. It's your turn to throw. Here throw is used as noun. Throw all your energy into your work means put all your energy. It is again action word. So it is verb. Please wait your turn. Turn is used as a noun. Turn the pages of your book means here the action. So it is verb. Now students, I will come with the new videos. Till then, goodbye.